Hi, this is Chetz for chetyusuf.com, and in this video what I would like to share with you is this book called The Alchemist. Okay, right now this is my favorite book. I really like the story, and it is I think everyone who wants to achieve their dreams need to read this book. Okay, and another thing I want to share with you is that this this is one of the skills that or superheroes in training need to have, which is a communication skill. And I learned from my super BFF. She said that if I want to be better at communication, or if I want to, because English is not my first language, okay, it's my second. So every time if I want to do something, I always have this fear of making mistakes. Like maybe my grammar is wrong. For example, maybe it's supposed to be is, but I said was, and I always have this problem where I don't say the S, usually at the ends. Like just now, my reference said, hey, you have to say, heights. This one place called Damansara Heights. It's not Damansara Height. Okay, so the thing is, in order to improve, is that by reading books or any articles out loud. Okay, so this is another thing that I want to share with you. If you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to do something, a lot of people, they are scared that they make mistakes. So I'm going to read this book to you, not the whole book at once, but part by parts, and discuss what I've learned or what we can learn from the chapters, and see at the end of this whether my skill of reading is better. I'm sure it will. And another thing is, I just want to share with you that it's not how the video would look like, as long as the message that I want to give out to you, you get it. And I hope, as long as it's not that boring, but I'm sure it will get better every day. Okay, what I'm going to and another thing is, maybe if I really screw up and I look bad doing this, maybe for you say, oh, I can do better, so then you will do it. Okay, so here goes. This is, I'm going to start with page 9, because I already shared on my blog from page 1 to page 8. Okay, this is the father and the boy talking. People from all over the world have passed through this village, son, said the father. They come in search of new things, but when they leave, they are basically the same people they were when they arrived. They climb the mountain to see the castle, and they wind up thinking that the past was better than what they have now. They have blonde hair or dark skin, but basically they are the same as the people who live right here. But I'd like to see the castles in the towns where they live, the boy explained. Those people, when they see our land, say that they would like to live here forever, his father continued. Okay, this is like when I went to US, I feel that I want to live there forever. Well, I like to see their land and see how they live, said his son. The people who come here have a lot of money to spend, so they can afford to travel, his father said. Among us, the only ones who travel are the shepherds. Well then, I'll be a shepherd, that's the boy said. So this is part where when I thought about this, and then his father said no more, it says here. But if in a typical family, I'm not sure about in your culture there, but here, if suddenly your children, or the child said, I want to be a shepherd, or whatever type of career that is not approved by the parents, they won't. They still say, No, you cannot be a shepherd. You have to be either engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, or those kind of type of careers that have those prestige. Because a lot of people say they are especially in the village, okay, here they care about what other people will say about you, about your child. If the neighbor child has, like, 5 A's, your child has to be 5 A's. Or if they exist 6 A's in that particular examination, then you must have 6 A's. You always must be better. Okay, so but this is a different case here. The next day, he gave his son a pouch that held 3 ancient Spanish gold coins. Okay. He's not just agree with his son. Now he gave money or gold coins so his son can do what he wants to do. I found this one day in the field. I wanted them to be a part of your inheritance. But use them to buy your flock. Take to the fields, and someday you will learn that our country Take to the fields, and someday you'll learn that our countryside is the best, and our women the most beautiful. And he gave the boy his blessing. The boy could see in his father's gaze a desire to be able himself to travel the world, a desire that was still alive, despite his father's having had to bury it over dozens of years under the burden of struggling for water to drink, food to eat, and the same place to sleep every night of his life. Okay, this is a part where some people, they sacrifice, or they just focus on the basic necessity, that they forget about their dreams. Okay, although like the father, he wants to travel, but because he's too caught up by just getting money for the food and for the shelter, so he didn't really pursue his dream. Okay, so that is chapter 9 to chapter 10. So I see you in another video.